Kuwaiti authorities have closed down the office of the Al Jazeera news channel in Kuwait City. In a statement, Kuwait's Ministry on Information described Al Jazeera's coverage as, quote, intervention in a Kuwaiti domestic issue. Well, that follows a police crackdown on Wednesday in which 4 Kuwaiti MPs and at least a dozen others were injured. 3 members of parliament have requested a meeting with the country's prime minister after the incident. Al Jazeera's coverage showed footage of police beating activists and featured interviews with members of the Kuwaiti opposition. Well, in response, Al Jazeera's media spokesperson has said that Kuwaiti authorities were given every opportunity to present their viewpoint on the network, yet that offer was rejected by the government. Al Jazeera regrets the decision to close down its office in Kuwait, says the statement, but it emphasises it will continue to cover Kuwaiti affairs in a balanced and professional way. For more on this story, we're joined live by BARBORA BUKOVSKA. She's the Senior Director for Law and Programmes at Article 19, which is an anti-censorship NGO. Good to have you with us. What does this say about press freedom in Kuwait, which is regarded by many as the most democratic of the Gulf countries?
Well, first of all, this is not the first time that Al Jazeera office has been closed in Kuwait. As far as we know, this is the third time when the office was effectively closed because of the government objection against the media coverage. And as a freedom of expression organization, Article 19 is extremely worried about the decision, as well as about deteriorating media freedom in Kuwait, which this incident is one of the indicators of the trend. And we want to point out that the decision of the Kuwait government is in a clear violation of their international obligations, which they took upon themselves, international obligation to protect and promote freedom of expression in the country.
Is it just Kuwait, or is there a wider issue about press freedom across the Arab world?
Well, this is definitely a part about the deteriorating freedom of expression situation in the whole Middle East. But as I said, especially in Kuwait, where there have been a number of the incidents recently that detract the quite positive situation on the media freedom in Kuwait. For instance, in November, there was a 1-year prison sentence levied on a very popular and prominent journalist and blogger. There was an attack on Scope Television in October. So these incidents are definitely a part of such a trend in the Middle East, and Article 19 is extremely worried about this.
Well, of course, I mean, Kuwait in particular, the fact that the government was able to rescind press credentials simply because there were pictures on TV that it didn't want to see. How will Kuwait react to international criticism over that, or will it react? Does it care? Well,
as I said, Kuwait is a part of an international community, and Kuwait signed International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, is a party of Arab League and Arab Charter on Human Rights of 2004. And as a member of this international community, Kuwait is obliged to make freedom of expression a reality in the country. So Kuwait should definitely react to this international criticism and should detract such a decision.
BARBORA BUKOVSKA speaking to us there from London. Thank you very much indeed for your analysis.
Thank you.